Howdy, listeners. Welcome to Horse-Powered Games, the show where horse is the name and car is the game. I'm your local Muppet enthusiast, Ben.
I'm Matt, and I copyrighted Garfield.
Before we start today's episode, Matt, I wanted to ask you, what's your opinions on dinosaurs?
Dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Dinosaurs?
Yeah.
I love dinosaurs.
They're pretty great.
They're one of my favorite. They don't exist anymore. They're one of my favorite creatures from the past.
Dodos is one of mine. They make me real sad, though.
That's not good. There's no need to be sad.
Let's not be sad. I'm bringing dinosaurs. This. I was thinking about how I'm no paleontologist or whatever, but there seems to be a lot of discrepancy in the science community of what dinosaurs used to look like.
Well, that's the big problem when you're just trying to make something from bones.
Yeah, I guess so. But nowadays, they all say that they were covered in, feathers and stuff.
Like feathers,
when it used to be that they looked like big lizard guys. But now they're big lizard guys with, feathers and stuff.
Honestly, I think that's them just taking a shot in the dark. It's not exactly a lizard. Maybe it's feathers.
Well, they turn into chickens and stuff, so maybe they looked like bigger chickens and stuff.
They turn into chickens.
Maybe some of them were maybe some of them had shells on their backs that were like a saddle that their pals could ride on.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like Yoshi. We're talking about Super Mario World today.
Whoa, that segue.
Yeah. So, Super Mario World. It's a 2D platformer developed by Nintendo and released on the Super Nintendo in Japan in 1990, the US in 1991, and Europe in 1992. It was later remade on the Game Boy Advance as part of the Mario Advance series remakes in 2001. It's the fifth entry of the 2D Mario series and introduced a wide variety of mainstay enemies and some recurring gimmicks, including bonus stages, secret exits, the special world, haunted houses, and the topic of this episode.
Mario. Today we're going to be talking about Mario and Yoshi.
Not quite. Mario and Yoshi, yes. So this was actually, I wanted to get this one out of the way because Matt had brought up in discussion of the show that it would be very important that we include Yoshi in the show. And I just wanted you to kind of explain your reasoning behind that.
Well, Yoshi from the beginning has been a rideable character and a trusted friend. I mainly know Yoshi from Yoshi's Island, which is the other Mario franchise game where you play as Yoshi and then you have to carry baby Mario around. So I thought I'd include him because he just fits. He just works. He's just very included in what this series is about, I feel like.
Yoshi's Island was originally a sequel to Mario World, so it'll be interesting for us to talk about this game today without thinking about Yoshi's Island.
That's interesting that it'd be a sequel, given the fact that in the game, Mario is a baby, implying that he de-aged at some point.
No, it's a prequel, but its full title is Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island.
Oh.
Which is kind of interesting. Yeah. As part of the series tradition for a Mario character to hijack a series and then it be renamed to Wario World.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are probably going to think, what about the horses, guys? This is horse-powered games, not dinosaur-powered games.
Not Yoshi-powered game.
Yeah. So just like Matt said, it's rideable characters mostly. But if Yoshi was a horse, maybe that would be a positive. I don't know.
And hey, if you're not satisfied with Yoshi, just look at Mario Kart. You got a Yoshi car. He's practically a transformer at this point.
We're gonna have a ball talking about the Mario Kart games. So I guess maybe we should talk about we should just start talking about Yoshi, like the benefits of Yoshi and all that stuff.
Kind face,
Yes.
loving arms, joyful smile.
So, yeah. So starting out, when you're playing the game, Mario and Luigi and Peach go to Dinosaur Land, aka Yoshi's Island, on vacation. But Peach gets captured by Bowser and the Koopalings again. Mario and Luigi just kind of stumble upon a block, and a Yoshi egg is inside, and he hatches. Turns out Bowser has cursed all of the Yoshis to be put back in their eggs. Yeah. But they instantly, after being hatched, they instantly turn back into their adult forms, usually.
Oh, okay.
At least the green ones do.
What about the other ones? What happens to the other ones?
I will get to that in a moment.
Where did they go?
So, before I get into other colored Yoshis, I'm going to talk about Yoshi's like powers and stuff, I guess you could call them. I don't know. So Yoshi's basically magic. Just like an
Yoshi's
Yoshi
magic.
is pretty much just Yoshi is magic. Yoshi is kind of magic. I'll get into that. So Yoshi is pretty much just a power up in this game, but not just a power up, because Yoshi does a lot of things. So Yoshi has like a long sticky tongue he can use to eat fruit and enemies for points and coins and power ups and all that stuff. But he can also slurp up Koopa shells, and with those he will gain some sort of power. Like for example, if he slurps up a red Koopa shell, he'll spit 3 fireballs out. If he has a yellow one, he'll stomp on the ground and kill enemies surrounding him.
Kill!
And if he swallows a blue shell, he can fly.
Whoa!
Yeah, he like grows wings on his back and starts flying around until he actually like swallows the shell.
That alone makes him a good character to start with. Anything that you can ride and that can fly is already up there. Up there with the greats.
He can also walk on spikes, no problem.
No problem. It's nothing to Yoshi. He wore good boots.
If Mario is wearing a cape and you run with Yoshi, you can jump really, really high.
Yeah.
Any enemy that Yoshi eats will turn into a coin. But the one caveat to Yoshi, I would say, is that he's a coward.
What?
In this game, at least.
Why?
If you get hit by an enemy, he runs away.
Ah. Yoshi, come on.
You'd think that this guy you'd think that out of all of the people, all of the characters in the Mario universe, Yoshi would be like very brave.
For real, like he's impervious to fire, spikes, he can fly.
He's not impervious to fire.
Oh. Well, that's too bad.
But he can spit fire.
Yeah. So he can
That'd be pretty great.
He can harness fire, so that makes him a powerful.
Yeah.
You know, I would venture to say that Yoshi's like a wizard, a lizard wizard.
He is a bit like a wizard. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. So Yoshi, you can just kind of find him in the regular levels and stuff like that. Whoop-de-doo. Mm-hmm. The main draw to Yoshi, in my opinion, is the special world.
Special world.
I think it starts with So there's Star World, I believe it's called, and there's 5 levels there. And in those 5 levels, you can get a different colored Yoshi.
Ooh.
Those Yoshis, or Yoshi, I guess, plural.
Yoshi.
Those Yoshi, those Yoshi are the colors of the shells that you swallow to get powers.
Oh.
So, for example, a red Yoshi, if you swallow any type of shell, even if it's a green shell, he'll spit out fireballs. And so on and so forth. My favorite Yoshi, obviously, no contest, is the blue Yoshi, because with any shell that you swallow, he'll be able to fly and you can cheese levels with it. It's really awesome.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Fly, Yoshi, fly.
In order to get this blue Yoshi, you have to go to the swimming level, which is kind of annoying because there's so many enemies and
water levels. The worst.
Yeah. Water levels in this game are not particularly fun because they're very cramped and it's very easy to get hit by enemies.
Yeah. Sheesh.
Oh, I actually forgot to mention something about these different colored Yoshis. So these different colored Yoshis, they're not cursed. They're just baby Yoshis.
Okay.
So what you have to do with them is you carry them around and you feed enemies and fruit to these Yoshi.
Okay.
And when you feed them enough, they will grow into a full-size Yoshi, and then you can take them to pretty much whatever level you want.
Oh,
Except
so it's got like a evolution aspect to it.
It's like a
Pokemon.
It's like a pet simulator.
Yeah, it's like a pet simulator, but with Yoshis.
Yeah, you can pretty much take these Yoshis to whichever levels you
collect and breed your Yoshis.
The super ultra rare Yoshi card. If you get 2 to infuse them together, you'll get an ultra rare Yoshi. Anyway, I'm getting off topic.
What makes him rare?
What makes him more rare?
Yeah.
The card is his
it's like a holographic
artwork
card.
is holographic. Yeah. This one's Yoshi with a mustache. What?
Oh.
This one's Yoshi, but he's got wings and yeah.
This one's Yoshi, but he does taxes.
That is pretty rare.
Yeah.
Yoshi doesn't usually do those.
Well, Yoshi...
I'm not going to throw him under the bus, though.
I don't think Yoshi has the concept of numbers.
Yeah, to be fair with the whole tax evasion thing, I feel like people are a little...
Wait. Yoshi tax evasion?
Yeah.
Yoshi tax evasion?
You've never heard of this?
No.
I thought you were referencing the meme.
No, I just wanted to see Yoshi in a little tie and like a white shirt doing taxes.
Oh, well, there's a meme where Yoshi commits, I think it's tax fraud or something like that. But Yoshi. Yeah, that's why I said it's pretty rare for Yoshi to do taxes.
Yeah, that does make sense now.
But yeah, I think that people are a little harsh on the guy, seeing as how like he's a dinosaur and probably doesn't understand what numbers are.
Yeah.
So like obviously he's not going to do his taxes properly.
Yeah. Why would he even get taxed in the first place? That implies that he like owns something worth taxing. He's a lizard.
It's his shell.
Oh, the shell.
His little saddle.
It's like a Gucci brand shell. He had to like take out a loan on it.
Prada shell.
Are you wearing the Prada shell?
Introducing the new saddle by Prada.
It's marketed only to Yoshi exclusively.
Yeah.
Or maybe Mario.
Maybe Mario. Other humans try to wear it as a thing, like how skinny people wear like plus size clothes.
Yeah.
And that becomes the new discourse. Anyway.
Oh, I can just imagine it. I can imagine it now. Tumblr.com. You can't wear Yoshi shells if you're not a Yoshi.
I mean, if everybody buys up all the Yoshi shells, then the Yoshis won't have shells to wear for their buddies to ride on them.
There's gonna be naked Yoshis everywhere.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
A Yoshi with that thing. I don't want to see if a Yoshi got that thing. You know what I'm saying? Cover that thing up, But yeah, I think Yoshi should wear clothes.
Me too.
I think they need more than just one brand of clothes, but we're getting way off topic.
Yeah. So once you beat these special levels, these star levels or whatever, you'll be able to unlock the special world, which unlocks like, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Unlocks 8 different levels that are a little bit harder.
Okay.
And once you beat those, you can change how enemies look and how just the whole world looks, I guess.
Ooh,
You want to hear the
customizable.
names of all the special levels? They're pretty great.
Yeah, give me like 3 of them. Give me 3 of the best ones.
The best ones? Ugh. There's one called Way Cool, Mondo, and Outrageous.
Whoa.
They're pretty great. I love them. You can tell this game was made in the 90s.
Yeah. They do sound very soda ad, but that's good.
That is good. I don't think Yoshi should be in soda ads, but like, that's
No.
still, I love it.
Yeah.
Maybe ironically, but yeah.
Oh, I'm me. What's the opposite of irony? Clinically, yeah,
Unironically,
yeah, yeah, that.
you unironically like the names of these levels.
Yes, I think Yoshi should have a snapback.
Okay, that's
I
interesting.
want Yoshi in a ska band right now.
Oh, oh man, we are getting so ahead of ourselves, but I love this already.
So anyway,
All right, so we've talked enough about Yoshi, I think. What about the cars?
yeah.
There is a car in this game.
What is there?
Yeah, I bet you didn't know. It's called the Koopa Clown Car.
Okay.
Let me actually. Are you familiar?
Not with the Koopa Clown Car specifically. I'm familiar with Koopas. I'm familiar with clowns, and I'm familiar with cars. So I can imagine that it's just a very small vehicle cooped with Koopas.
Okay, so I want you to keep that image in your brain.
Okay. Small car, many Koopas, brightly colored.
This is what it looks like.
Oh, okay. It's like the bottom half of a clown's face, and then Bowser's in it. Okay, I guess
and it's
that
got a
counts as
propeller
car.
on the bottom, and Bowser's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he throws the little Mecha Koopas, and he also spits out this giant like lead ball from the top of it to try to flatten you. And he also will spit fireballs that cover the entire top of this castle.
See, what that makes me think is that's like his bowling car. Like you're just doing your thing, and he's like, "Oh man, I was gonna go bowling, but now I have to fight Mario." So it's because I mean, it
what the heck, like Mario? I was gonna take Peach to go bowling with me.
Yeah, because
you're ruining my vacation.
Because I mean, it kind of looks like a pin already, like the face.
Yeah, it does. It does kind of remind me of those.
Yeah.
So the aim of this boss battle is you have to get one of the little Mecha Koopas, and you have to throw it over your head and try to whack Bowser on the head with it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's pretty neat. When I first played this game, I had a really hard time trying to figure out how to do it, and then when I did that the right way, I felt very smart.
Yeah. It does seem like a bit of a challenge.
It is kind of hard. In the later stages, like the second one, he'll like swoop down and try to hit you, and in the second one, he starts bouncing on the ground.
Oh.
So it gets really tough.
Yeah.
He starts moving too fast for you to be able to throw the thing, and you have to decide whether you're gonna just like throw it out. Just you have to decide whether you're going to throw it off screen so that you can dodge his incoming attacks, or if you're going to try to chance it and throw it up in the air and probably miss or something.
It's a game of wits at that point.
It is. The game is afoot.
It does suck that you said that's the only car in the game?
This is the only car in the game. I played through the entire thing. I pretty much went through all of the hidden levels. And I even went through the special world, like I said, and changed everything to see if any of the characters would change to be more car or horse related, and that was not the case. Unfortunately,
it is unfortunate that for anyone who's seen the last couple of episodes, it is unfortunate that this is yet another enemy who has a car that you don't have.
It is a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that maybe you'd be a little saddened by that.
Oh, I am.
I am also impressed with the fact that it even has a car to begin with, even though it's technically not a car.
Yeah, for a platformer, it is pretty interesting that it would include something like that. Even Yoshi, it is pretty interesting that he's in there.
Yeah, I haven't seen any other 2D platformers try to attempt something like Yoshi.
Yeah.
It seems like it would be a pretty impractical thing to put in a game, but he fits in pretty well, I think.
Yeah, exactly. It's like he was made to be there.
He was. His whole life, he was made to have an Italian plumber ride on his back.
The best, there's a whole family of creatures that are made just for that one purpose.
So almost makes you believe in some sort of creation, like somebody put that there on purpose.
That would be crazy. I'm still thinking I think we can talk about this for the sequel when we focus more on Yoshi specifically, but we never get to see Yoshi outside of, because I feel like this is just like his job. Like it's his 9 to 5. Pick up Mario, take Mario where it needs to go, and then leave.
Yeah.
So I feel like we need to get like a domestic life Yoshi situation.
Maybe. Yeah, I think we've said a lot of things that could feed into that.
Yeah.
Are there any other questions you had about Yoshi or the Koopa Clown Car or anything, or do you think we've talked enough about about these things?
I mean, given the way the game is made and given the way that these pieces play into how you play the game, I don't think there's really a whole lot more to say about them. I mean, it's Bowser's car, or it's Yoshi, the man, the myth, the legend. You know, like
right.
That's about it for him.
Okay, well, I guess this is time for the midway break then, I guess. Hey folks, it's Ben again. Thanks for listening to the episode so far. If you're wondering why this episode is a little shorter than usual, it's because we recorded on New Year's Eve. But if you like this episode, it might be a good starting point for any friends of yours who haven't started listening to it yet. We really appreciate people sharing the show around, and it's the best way to get us to make more episodes. I'm currently trying to figure out a behind-the-scenes business type thing so we can get our show out on iTunes, so hopefully that will be happening soon. Sorry to keep you waiting on that. Not sure about the sponsor situation yet, but we're going to keep putting these breaks here just because it kind of helps with the pacing of the episode, I feel. Anyway, going to keep it short and sweet this time. Hope you enjoy the rest of the episode. And we're back. All right, so given everything that I have said about Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo, what are your feelings on this game?
My feelings on this game, well, it's Mario, so...
It is Mario.
Do like Mario. I would have to say, my feelings on it, though, are like, kind of lukewarm. You know, I like Mario, but I don't love Mario. You know, that's reserved for, like, Waluigi exclusively. So, if I had to give this game a rating, and... For anybody who doesn't know, on the show, we give each game that we do a rating. And the way that it works, it's a system out of 5. So 5 would be best you can be, has horses, cars, vehicles, whatever, just a grand old time, super good, excellent game. And, you know, it's a sliding scale from 5 to 1, 1 being it's awful, throw it away, set it on fire, it's bad, your game is bad.
It doesn't have horses, it doesn't have cars, or it does, and you can't even ride them.
Yeah, it's a sliding scale. It'll change all the time, you know. It's based more on, like, the vibe of the game, but also those components are really important. So my rating for Super Mario. Sorry, what is it again? Super Yoshi.
Mario World.
Super Mario World, the game with Mario in it. Oh, it would have to be. I would have to give it, like, because I played as a kid. I played Mario Bros. And I played Yoshi's Island. I haven't actually played this game, but I feel like it's just another Mario game. Like, there are some, like you said, the special world, there's some things that set it apart from regular Mario games. But
And haunted houses.
There's haunted houses.
Well, actually, they were introduced in this game, but they're in like all the other ones.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I should have mentioned, I forgot to say this. Yoshi will not go inside of haunted houses or Koopa castles with you.
Coward.
Yeah.
So I think my rating for this game, I think I have to put it at a solid 3.
3, huh?
Yeah, just because you've got
because
Yoshi.
there's no actual cars in the game, and I mean Yoshi could stand to be a bit braver.
Yoshi's
or maybe have 4 wheels.
Yoshi's Yoshi's kind of a horse. I feel like dinosaurs to horses. There's the distinction could be made.
Sometimes dinosaurs look like horses.
Yeah, if you squint really hard, sometimes they do.
If you have really bad eyesight, then yes, they do.
If you take a picture of a T-Rex and you turn it upside down and you squint, and then like you lower the opacity by 50%, you'll probably see a dinosaur. You'll probably see a horse in there at some point.
Jeez.
But yeah, it's really hard for me to like muster the joy for this game, to muster, because I mean it's got the components, but I feel like as the Mario World series went on, they improved on, because like this game they laid the groundwork for what they got. You know, we got the Mario. Sorry, not Mario. We got the Bowser car. We got Yoshi. We got all the different colors of Yoshi. You know, because from Yoshi and the different colors, they went and they made Kirby. And I feel like that was in some ways an improvement.
What?
What do you mean?
Kirby?
Yoshi's different colors, Kirby's different colors. They're connected. Don't worry about it. So I think, you know, from this game, we've got the Yoshi setup. We've got the haunted house setup where, you know, you go to make other games further down the line, like you got Luigi's Mansion, which is all about haunted houses. You got Yoshi.
Yoshi's Island.
Time with Yoshi.
That could be the name of the sequel. Yoshi. Time spent with Yoshi.
A domestic reboot of the Yoshi universe.
Yeah. So, the series does definitely improve on this one quite a bit, in that, well, if you look at it from a Yoshi game, you don't get to do the trick where Mario will jump off of Yoshi over a pit. You just have Yoshi. You just play as Yoshi in all of the games now.
Yeah, and they took out the middleman. They were like, people don't want Mario, they want Yoshi. They were like, get Mario out of here, and Mario's like, but please, in my house. And they're like, no, get out. We want Yoshi. Keep Yoshi.
My friend Yoshi. Yoshi signs Yoshi signs an agreement that he can't. You know, it's
Yoshi
he can't be within this radius, this mile radius of Yoshi, because he doesn't want to be. Yeah, he has a restraining order on Mario so that he doesn't like he doesn't sacrifice him so that he can get to the end of the level.
Yoshi like sells.
That happens all the time, by the way.
Yoshi sells Mario's house to get into Smash Brothers. Hey, speaking of that, Ben and
Yoshi, you're ruining my life. Anyway.
Yeah, that's the noise I wanted to do for you. I can do a pretty mean Yoshi impersonation, but only double jumps.
All right.
Anyway. Bring ha.
Yoshi.
Hi guys, welcome to our new podcast. We're just going to be doing Yoshi noises.
That's just what Yoshi does to you, man. He just makes me so happy.
He just makes you do noises. I'll be sitting down, I'll be doing my taxes, hating my life, and I'll think about Yoshi, and I'll be like, would Yoshi be doing this? No, he'd be committing tax fraud. And then I'll go, and my boss would be like, why are you taking a shit on my desk? And I'll be like, well, it's just the way life is. Okay, Yoshi told me to,
So, okay. All right, so let's start discussing where the series could go from this point. Like we said, there's multiple sequels, but maybe we could land our own interpretation on this whole thing.
Yes.
So we've already discussed the whole 90s isms. We've mentioned ska, we've mentioned tax fraud. Let me throw in a couple of other things that we could maybe bounce off of.
Sure.
There is another game that came out around the same time as Yoshi's Island, around the same time as Super Mario World, called Yoshi's Cookie.
Okay.
Where it's kind of like a Tetris-esque game, maybe an extension of like the Dr. Mario games, where you have to match cookies, and Mario is like a chef and stuff.
All right.
And that's pretty
basically
much it. I thought I was gonna have a lot more ideas, but that's mainly it.
All right. So
yeah.
Are you ready to discuss the sequel?
I am more than ready. I would love to hear your take on a Super Mario World 2.
Yes. Here's what I'm thinking. The game starts because you got the classic Mario. Oh, Peach is kidnapped. Blah. No, Mario. Goodbye.
Love your Mario voice, by the way.
This. You mean this voice when I do this?
No, I meant, man, Peach is captured again. Dang it.
Oh no, Peach is gone. No, I was just explaining because this time Mario's getting out of here. Mario, getting the cells. You're captured. And it's up to the rest of the gang. I'm talking everybody that was in Mario Kart Double Dash. I'm talking Luigi, Waluigi. What's the pink Yoshi?
Birdo. She's from Super Mario Brothers 2.
Yeah, Birdo's in there. Baby Yoshi, Baby Mario, and Baby Luigi are also there for some reason. Wario, the Koopa kids. There's like 3 of them. They're all there. Everybody's getting together. We're getting the gang back together, and they're like, "Oh, we gotta get Mario." And I'm thinking like a Mad Max Fury Road sort of thing.
Wait a second. This is not the direction I thought you were going to be taking this in. You were saying something about ska, and it sounded a lot less. I mean, this is up to you, really, but it sounded a lot less sad. Now it's like we're riding to the death.
Ben, I think that's your fault for assuming that something I said earlier would come into play at the moment, but it will. Man, because I'm thinking
I had such a great idea where Mario is like going through a midlife crisis, and Yoshi's like the hot new fad at Nintendo, and they like give him the Sonic treatment, and he's like all rad and groovy and all that stuff, and he starts a ska band so that he could have an escapist way of a second. He has like an escape route from his crappy office job and stuff.
Well, you see, I feel like that would be too close to real life. That would reflect too much of what's already real. So
you think that's how Yoshi is treated at the Nintendo headquarters? That's
Yoshi's
just how it went in the 90s.
Dude, that's Yoshi's day to day. You look outside, you go out into your Times Square, you look at the big billboard. Who's on there? It's not Mario, it's Yoshi. It's Yoshi's big fat head. So that
would be the sequel to the to the game that we make.
Yoshi's big fat head.
Anyway.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, wait. We're gonna, because I'm starting the story in the middle, and we need to get back to the beginning. So the beginning is
Yeah.
we have to explain why Mario got kidnapped this time, and I think we can incorporate your ska elements and your '90s cool, totally tubular skater boy elements as well. So what we do is we take our key players. We take Mario. We take Luigi. We take Yoshi. Let's put Peach in there too. They had a band at one point, right? Pretty successful ska band. It was called.
What's the name of their band?
Oh boy, Real Big Goomba is what it was called. That's what we'll call it. No copyright infringement, please.
Real Big Cheap Cheap. Is that a reference to Real Big Fish?
Yeah, it is.
Real Big Cheap Cheap.
Yeah, we could call it Gold Koopa.
Wait. Real Big Bertha. I think that's a character from Mario.
Sure. Sure. And
yeah, Real Big Bertha. Big Bertha is one of the. Let me send you a picture.
Okay.
Do you ever play Super Mario Brothers 3?
No, I don't think so. I've only played like 3 Mario games. I've played the original Mario Bros. I've played Yoshi's Island, and I've played Bowser's Inside Story.
Oh, very good picks.
Yeah.
We'll have to talk about the Mario and Luigi games at some point. Those ones are really good.
That's Bertha, that fish.
That's Big Bertha.
Oh,
Real Big
yeah.
Bertha is the name of their band.
Real Big Bertha. Yes. Their first single, Thwomping It Out. So, what happened though? They got real popular. They got real successful. I'm talking. They were on MTV, which is Mario Television. They were, selling. They were selling records left and right, but Mario got in a bad deal with some loan sharks for his house, so they kidnapped him. So, and okay. So the band has been together for like, let's say 10 years. So at some point they break up. They're like, we can't keep doing this. We're not a good ska band to begin with. Like, we should leave this to the newer ska bands. So they're like, Mario's
who
like,
plays what instruments? I gotta know.
Oh, you want to know what instruments they play? Okay.
Yeah.
Who did I say was in it? Mario,
Because there's
Luigi.
only 3 of them. You said Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Yoshi.
Right, Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Yoshi. Okay. Yoshi can't be on drums because his arms aren't long enough. So I'm going to put Luigi on drums because I feel like Luigi's the kind of character that's basically the backbone of the series, but he doesn't get the respect that he deserves.
He's very overlooked, just like all drummers.
Yes, exactly. What can Yoshi play then? His arms aren't very long. I feel like Yoshi would be on sax.
Ooh. Yeah, what if he's a horn player?
Yeah, I was definitely thinking horn for Yoshi. Maybe he's got like a device that makes his arms longer so he could play trumpet. I could definitely see him playing trumpet too.
His arms are super short in Super Mario World. I don't know why they did that.
Yeah. I think Peach would be singer and maybe keys. I think Peach would work really well on keys.
Oh, girl, that's very progressive. I don't know if there's many ska bands that had a lady as the lead singer.
Oh, dude, there is. Have you heard of Say Ferris? That's one of the 90s bands that had a lady as the lead singer. There's tons of them. There's a lot of, especially nowadays, there's a lot of newer bands that have all kinds of people in them. It's all kinds of cool. Oh yeah, he's got really small arms. Who's left? Mario? Mario would be on guitar. See, I think I think we're gonna need a fifth bass. I know. I'm thinking about it. We're gonna need a fifth member of this. So I think maybe they've got like Waluigi is their touring bassist, but I think officially he's not in the band. But,
he could be the bassist. What if all the horn players are different colored Yoshis and Yoshi's the bass player? Because I don't think Waluigi didn't exist yet. I guess we could manifest it and be like, no, this is the first game with Waluigi, not Super Mario Tennis.
I
think that was the first one.
Okay, if we're talking about characters that only existed in this game, then I think we could definitely do the Yoshi on bass, and then it's just a bunch of other Yoshis playing horns, being the horn section.
Yeah.
So we've got Mario on guitar, Luigi on drums, Yoshi and the Yoshis on bass and horn section. Peach is the singer.
That's the name of his solo band, Yoshi and the Yoshis.
When they break up and they make their own bands, Yoshi forms Yoshi and the Yoshis, which is like a big band sort of thing, a la Zoot Suit. Zoot. Yeah, a lot.
Zoot Suit Riot.
Yeah, something like that. So anyway, they break up. Mario gets in a bad deal with some loan sharks who are literally sharks because haha Mario humor, and then they have to get they have to get the band back together to go and find Mario. But also, I'm thinking,
I never watched I didn't watch the Super Mario Brothers Super Show for this, but I have a feeling that they were literal loan shark characters in that show.
I'm sure, and I'm sure they were
came out
plumbers.
Yeah, they were. So there was the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, and then there was the Super Mario World show, I think it was called. I don't know. But they always referenced the fact that they were plumbers and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, I'm off topic.
There were loan sharks for some reason.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
So actually, I know I said Mad Max Fury Road at the beginning, but now what I'm envisioning in my mind is kind of, I want to say his name's Baz Luhrmann. There's a version of Romeo and Juliet from the 90s that's set in Miami, and they have guns instead of swords. It's the original.
I've seen that.
Yes,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
The first 20 minutes of that movie are my absolute favorite thing in the world, especially the parts with Benvolio and Mercutio and that whole gang. But that's a whole other thing because we're not talking about Shakespeare.
I like the gas station and stuff.
Yes, that is my absolute favorite piece of cinema ever.
I was so pumped for that part, and then the rest of it, I was like, okay, now it's just Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, it's Romeo and Juliet. I wanted more of this.
Yeah,
I wanted more of whatever's happening here. But yeah, so I'm thinking we set this Mario, getting the band back together, capture, go find Mario in that kind of 90s Miami setting.
Okay, I like that.
I want Peach to have a gun.
We're gonna make like a sort of Baz Luhrmann, Quentin Tarantino Super Mario Brothers game.
Yeah, like kind of like GTA, but not like GTA. Only like GTA and like GTM, Grand Theft Mario.
Or Grand Theft Yoshi, since he's the one that you write on.
Well,
Wait a second, what about the cars?
Yeah, that's where I've been leading up to that, Ben. Okay, here's what happens is who has a car? I think
who does have a car?
Okay, here's what I think. It's gotta be
go ahead. Toad. Toad is their getaway driver.
Yes. Okay, because I think he's still got to be Peach's butler, but like since they've all got all that 90s ska cash and Peach has like a sports car and she rolls up cuz I think I want to put Luigi in there, man. I want to put Luigi in this. Get him in there. But I feel like drummers, like once a band breaks up, the drummer either goes to another band or they just are normal. I feel like it's everybody else that's like, oh, I'm a superstar. And the drummer's just like, I'm going to go watch the game and drink a soda.
One of my favorite bands, Blur, Dave Roundtree is the drummer for that band. And you want to know what he did when they broke up?
What?
He became an attorney.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It makes me think of the drummer from Coldplay, where I don't know if anybody knows who he is, but he's got like his own life, so
yeah.
I think Luigi would know like where to go. Luigi would be like the taskmaster, you know, he'd be like, okay, he'd be like, hello, gang, we have to go. He'd be like, this is who we got to talk to. This is who we got to go to.
He's like, this is the new, this is our new gig kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm bringing
He's
the
the guy
band
at the
back together.
chalkboard explaining like what's going on.
He's the guy that gets the band back together. He's like the head heist honcho in there. He's like, okay, everybody, we got to get together. My brother's been kidnapped. We need to go. You know, he's that guy.
He's the guy that's like, I know a guy over in Miami. He can set you up. He's at this place.
Yeah. He's like whoever that guy is in GTA when he's like, hey, it's me, your cousin. Let's go bowling. But he's I gotta
be honest. I've only played San Andreas, and that was like a long time ago, so I don't know any of the characters.
I couldn't tell you either, but he's the one that's got like the Hawaiian shirt and the glasses that are like shaped like stars, and he's got the little cup with the thing with the umbrella in it, all that stuff. That's Luigi.
Okay.
Yoshi, like I said, Yoshi has his own band, so they all get together. You know, Yoshi uses the help of like the other 68 Yoshis in his band. And they go and they try to find Mario, and I think I want Bowser to be in it, but I don't know if I want Bowser to be like the top villain. Maybe Bowser is like, because maybe they were signed to like a record label at one point, so Bowser was like their band manager. So
yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I mean,
maybe he's the leader of the Loan Sharks secretly or something like that.
No, I don't want him to be the big bad guy. I want it to be a different.
He's not the big bad this time. Okay.
No, I would venture to say this game isn't so much more of like a find the big bad guy and beat him up. It's kind of more of like a level based thing where it's like you have to go through each level.
Maybe so there's factions instead of like there's one solitary bad guy. Maybe there's lots of different people that are just in the way of big. What was the name of the band? Real Big Bertha.
Yeah,
there's a bunch of people in the way of Real Big Bertha, but none of them are like the solitary bad guy.
Yeah,
it's like a Blues Brothers mixed with like GTA, like you were saying.
Yeah. It's ska band battles the mafia. So and I think, I mean, the ending is obviously they get the band back together. They play one final show. It's a great big hurrah for Real Big Bertha, and then you get the title cards where it's like, where are they now? And I think.
And then it's Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah, 20 years in the future, and like everything has deteriorated, and Peach is
Mario
bald.
and Luigi have Australian accents now.
Yeah. They just changed nationalities completely. And honestly, I think that's it. I think we have to keep it in the same nature of the original game, where like it's
just super simple. So the story's kind of basic.
Yeah, it shouldn't be like a hard to understand game. You know, you get in, you're the ska band. Like you can see that there's an overarching story, but you know how it's gonna end, because I mean that's essentially the way that the classic Mario games worked. Is you had a goal, you have to save the princess, and I mean the rest. It was more about the journey than the destination, because you already knew what the destination was.
Right.
Yeah, but
what did we say this was going to be called again?
I don't think we thought of a name for it.
I said it earlier in the episode, and I can't remember what it was.
It
was like The Life of Yoshi or something like that.
Like The Life of Pi. But see, it's not even about Yoshi at this point. I mean, the cars and the horse.
Kind of is.
I mean, Yoshi's there.
It's Yoshi's band.
It wasn't Yoshi's band to begin with, though. Yoshi was just a piece of the band.
Is he not the main character of this?
No, he's the well, I mean, kind of the main character is Mario, because Mario's the one getting kidnapped. So, I mean, it's still in the sense that Mario's the main guy. Because, I mean, this one, it's not really so much as there's one sole main character. It's going to be about the four of them, or the five of them. How many did I say? Peach, Yoshi, Mario, Luigi. The four of
Peach,
them.
Yoshi, Mario, Luigi.
Yeah. It's going to be about the four of them, like as individuals, but also as a group, because they work better together than when they're apart, and that's something they need to realize through the course of the story. Like they broke up for some silly reason, and once they get back together, they're like, oh, actually, we worked really well. We just need to talk through our differences. So it's more of like a collaborative story than it is just one main character versus one main villain. It's kind of like you're following this group who have to achieve something, and it's more about like the way that they grow over this achievement while also keeping the main through line of the story really simple.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's like a Martin Scorsese film. It's centered around multiple different characters. It's less of a character story and more of like it's less of a character study and more of like a family study almost.
Yeah, where it's like this is how these people interact. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of an abstract concept for a game, but I feel like you can take it and you can simplify it down enough so that it would work. Because I mean, in the end, games like GTA and stuff like that, their base concept I feel like is really simple. Where it's just, I mean, the whole concept of GTA is in the title. You steal cars. So for the name of this game, though,
that's what I'm wondering.
I feel like.
Maybe if we just called it Real Big Bertha.
Yeah, I think we could just do that. I feel like that's really what it's about. That's the spirit of the season is right in the name.
The soul of the conflict and all that it's that just getting the band back together.
Yeah, that's the tagline. We're getting the band back together.
And then we're going to hope and pray that we don't get sued by Dan Aykroyd.
Like 8 other companies. I feel like that's been used in a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm talking specifically about the Blues Brothers.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's the game. That's the package. Send it out for print.
This reminds me of how Luigi's Mansion is basically just Ghostbusters, but with Mario characters.
Yeah,
we've created the Blues Brothers, but with Mario characters.
Yeah, exactly.
Very interesting.
Yeah, we'll have to see what the game looks like.
All right.
We'll have to see what the game looks like once it's out of permanent pre-production.
Wink. I'm winking at Nintendo of America. Wink, wink. Doug Bowser. Hey, you could hire us.
Hey, Bowser, want to be in my band?
Doug Bowser, do you want to be in my band?
You can play trumpet.
I wonder if he can play trumpet.
He looks like
I don't know very much about this new guy.
I don't know what he looks like.
Doug Bowser?
He sounds like a trumpet
president
guy.
of Nintendo.
Oh, yeah. No, he's the kind of guy that would play like an oboe, I feel like.
An oboe in a ska band?
Hey, don't knock it. Don't knock it till you tried it. I see him. Yeah, either oboe or he would be a woodwind of some kind. Maybe I'd put him on sax. I'd put him on tenor or bari sax. That's what I got.
That's our game.
Yeah.
That came so much more naturally than like all of the other ones.
Yeah. Sometimes it just works. In the words of Todd Howard, it just works.
Maybe it was already there. That's just what Yoshi was meant to be. Just like you said, how he was made to be ridden by Mario. The Mario characters were made to be in a Blues Brothers knockoff.
They were made to be in a band.
Yes. All right. Well, that's our show.
If you'd like to see more content from us, you can follow us on Twitter at HGPPod, or you can follow me at MRUZBASAN1. And you can find Ben at
Watchman, WATCHMAN_5. Not at all related to the comic books. You can also, if you want us to continue to thrive and prosper in the podcasting network of sorts, go ahead and follow us on Anchor and Spotify or wherever you're listening to us from, and you'll get notified whenever a new episode comes out. I would like to thank Matt and Ochre Gasting for the beautiful art that is displayed for every episode. I still love it. I don't look at it as often as I said last episode, but I still love it. If you want some nifty art made for you that looks like this, then you can go to ochrogaster.com. That's OCHROGASTER.com to look at more of our friend Ochro's art. And he also does commissions. So give this guy your money and he'll draw you some good stuff. So this has been Horse Powered Games. Until next time.
Yeehaw!